Hello there, everybody. This is Darshana Avila, somatic sex and intimacy coach, and this is the 28th day of Power to the P, which means it is actually the last official day of the month of February that we have dedicated to a mindful masturbation and conscious self-pleasuring practice. Wow. I can't believe we're already here. In a way, it feels like the time flew so quickly, and then it also feels like a lot of ground has been covered. I'm actually going to speak more about the whole arc of the journey tomorrow. I promise to do a synopsis. So today I just want to share with you my final morning's practice. And it was great to wake up in my own bed after having been traveling for a week and just back in my space. And so that was a great way to just lead in, to sit at my altar and do my morning practices. That sense of rootedness, that sense of place and grounding and connection was beautiful. To just be able to enter in to a sacred space with myself from. And it was a chilly morning here, and so I turned on the heat as I started to move toward my self-pleasuring practice and decided to put on some of my favorite music, which has become a little bit of a theme. And it's funny, I'm recalling that the first time I introduced music into the practice, I was kind of but I found music that works for me. And I'm probably going to butcher his name, but it's Ludovico Einaudi. Gorgeous piano music that really stirs my soul. And he's got some different albums that are like compositions with other instruments involved. And it's just good. It's good. I like it anyway. And so I put the music on and I just let it move me around the space and moved me from dressed to undressed. And I got into bed and under the covers because I was still cold and was just enjoying the feeling. I have these like bamboo fleece sheets that have this yummy soft texture to them, and just enjoyed the feeling of my naked skin like moving between the sheets. And I came to rest a hand on my heart and a hand on my yoni, and this beautiful piano music is playing in the background. And my fingers just started moving as if playing a piano. And I was so enjoying and appreciating playing my own instrument. You know, I often, as a joke, say, like, I don't play instruments, I play bodies, speaking about working hands-on with other people. I've got these really long fingers and they can reach in all fantastic ways. And so it's like, great. And I get the pleasure of doing that for myself. And I realize that I am coming to know this instrument of mine in such beautiful new ways. And so as the music went from like mellow to more dramatic is the word that's coming up, you know, these big scores, and the music ebbs and flows through these beautiful melodies. And I was just really getting lost in it. And stayed first externally, just like over my outer labia and my pubic mound, and was really enjoying a lot of very subtle sensation. Like I could feel just like the lightest touch against my pubic hair was making me ecstatic, and very gently caressing over my clitoral hood was sparking all this delicious sensation. I was really turned on by myself, and it's great. And then I moved toward internal contact, and I entered with my fingers, and the music started getting into this like delightful do kind of thing. And so my fingers are moving along with the music, and it was just like such a beautiful integration of the sound and the feeling experience and all of it. And after a few songs, like there was a song that brought the energy back down again, and it felt like such a beautiful place to just come to a natural rest. And I didn't move in the direction of any big orgasmic energy, which has kind of been a theme here the last couple of weeks. And not surprisingly so, because as one who moves through her hormonal cycles, you know, my libido definitely changes with that. My desire changes with that. And I'm noticing, thanks to having this daily practice, it's really brought me into a greater awareness of the rhythms of my body and my lunar cycle, and what I really want and the ways in which I want to engage. And that's been just fantastic. Any way that I can deeper into connection and understanding of myself around those natural rhythms of my body feels particularly gratifying for me. And so this practice has really served to reaffirm that for me and to take it to another level. So yeah, it was super yummy and sweet and sensuous, and I felt very animated afterwards. Even though I had come to rest in this deep way and was in stillness, there was a sense of aliveness in my body. I had stirred up just enough arousal and excitement, and built up enough of my own erotic life force that it really felt like a mega dose to like fuel me out into the day. And so it's been sweet to see what that's opened up. I'm recording this video hours later, and I've since went to a great yoga class and noticed myself connecting like to a deep desire for a little bit more of a yin style practice after having traveled all day yesterday. And so I'm normally pretty hardcore in my vinyasa, and I took it gentle because that's what my body was asking for. I had an opportunity to move through some deep grief and gratitude, all wrapped it up into one, over a piece of mail that I received unexpectedly, that has connected to the loss of a loved one that happened just a little bit more than a month ago and is still very present in my life. And I'm just appreciating the richness and the presence that I'm feeling as I move through my day, thanks to that practice. So it feels like a great way to wind down this month. And it's been just such an honor and a pleasure to get to share with you and to hear the shares that you've offered back in return. I've been so deeply touched and moved by that. As I said at the start, I will do another video tomorrow that is just a bit more summarizing this journey and what next steps might look like and things of that nature. So I will be back with you for that. I wish you well. And if you ever desire support in a way that you feel I can give you, please don't hesitate to reach out. It really is my joy to do the work that I'm doing in helping others deepen into their own ecstatic awakenings and to deepen their experience of intimacy and how they relate and engage with their own sexuality and with others in those realms. It's what I love to do. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for letting me be of service. And I wish you well as your journey continues to unfold. Bye-bye.